Hello, everyone, and welcome to the HHW Show podcast, the hard hitting wrestling show. And you can find us on our website, hhwshow.com, for the latest news, rumors, tournaments, and much, much more. Hector, thank you for joining me.
Oh, yeah.
Little late. Thank you for reaching out to me, man. I was lost track of days. Um, man, it's Thursday, and we agreed it was Thursday that we would do this show. And I don't
Yeah.
even know. I felt like I'm still in the beginning of the week.
Yeah, I was kind of getting
Oh,
concerned there. Like MIA everywhere around. I was like, whoa. I
yeah,
was
I
like, I
know.
mean, we're getting bad weather up here. I was like, I hope that's not affecting them down in Connecticut and Florida. I was like,
Oh, no, actually, we had some rain, a little gust of winds here and there, but not much effective compared to what the state of Texas is going through right now. But
yeah.
um, just be safe out there, man. Be safe.
Yeah, but speaking of storms, man, this King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring is brewing. That storm is brewing.
Absolutely, man. And let's jump right in there
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
listen, Gunther is the representative of Raw,
Mm-hmm.
winning and defeating Jey Uso, making him tap out. Actually, no, he didn't tap out. He actually fell asleep.
Yeah, he
And
went night night.
yeah, he went night night. And once again for Jey Uso, he had an opportunity to win it, and the referee got knocked down. And by the time he started counting to three, I mean, it just gave enough chance for Gunther to kick out and then handle his business. If not, it would have been Jey Uso representing Raw. So it's like Usos just be getting a Raw deal. I mean, then again, he's on Raw, so
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's just the raw deal when it comes to Gunther. I mean, to me, yeah, he's still considered in my eye main event Jey Uso. It's just that he's having a bad run in with Gunther. But I think to me, this is a good way of protecting Gunther as that heel that can
hmm
actually get the job done. Because how many heels can we actually say can get the job done without no outside interference, without no assistance? Gunther has shown that he can do it, and he has done it. So,
right.
bro,
I'm sold at his speech of when the reason why he wanted to become the king. Okay, and the reason why he put himself in this tournament because he's a representative. He is the hardworking superstar out of all superstars. You got to respect this man. I
big
mean,
time.
this man soon is going to be probably a baby face one day, but for now, he's a straight up heel. And no matter how many times you want to cheer for him, he always gives you a reason to boo him. Um,
Yeah, I mean, he look at his resume since he's been called up to the main roster and who he has defeated. He hasn't ran from nobody. I mean, how
no,
many? Well, he's got. I think I can count two losses, and one was by a count out. The other one was the Intercontinental title loss.
right.
But that's an outstanding resume compared to considering who he's faced since he's been
Right.
up. I mean, gosh, he is a beast.
Absolutely. Who is there? And thing is that he was unstoppable back then in NXT UK, and
Mm-hmm.
then coming on crossing over, he's well fitted. Okay,
Yes,
he's not
yes.
fat anymore. He's toned his body, and he's continues to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But who will be his opponent? That is the question. And we're down with two on SmackDown. They go face to face, and a lot of history between Tamatonga and Randy Orton for the short amount of time. This is a big deal, right? The
Mm-hmm.
bloodline has their fingers and has their hands full on this. Would it be fair for Randy Orton, or does Randy Orton have to like recruit some personnel to become allies and go against the bloodline?
Yeah, I mean, when you're dealing with the bloodline, you have to have, some kind of ally, some kind of common, friend that can help you with the situation. No matter how skilled you are in this business, you can't do it all by yourself. You're eventually going to need help. And Randy Orton is in that situation where either you get the help that you need, or you're going to fall trying by yourself. I mean, this bloodline is just out of control, but they're ruthless.
Absolutely. And I think the advantage goes to really Randy Orton because you said it yourself. They're out of control.
Yeah.
They're out there to punish everyone. And I think it's going to bite them in the ass in the long run we
Right.
mentioned this before the show that this could turn out to be a disqualification where Randy Orton advances and then he faces Gunther for in Saudi for the finals.
Yeah, I'm leaning. I'm definitely going to lean that way because it to me it just protects both sides here. Tonga from not getting pinned, but Randy advancing, giving Gunther his toughest challenge yet. Because don't get me wrong, I take none away from Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, but Randy Orton is a skilled, future Hall of Famer here. Okay, he's been in the business longer than those two, and this guy is he's look at his nicknames: the Apex Predator, the Viper, the Legend Killer. He's earned these names for a reason. So Gunther is in for a fight of his life.
Yeah, but you know what? The time after time where I root for Randy Orton to win everything, and it just seems like he always comes up short, just like Jey Uso,
Mm-hmm.
right? And well, then again, again, I'm not gonna change my pick because I said it from before that Gunther is from the very beginning was gonna win the King of the Ring. I
Correct.
think he's well deserving that win streak. Yeah, I mean, you win so many matches to get that one loss. That doesn't. He's a prime example of persevering.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yes.
Okay. No matter what happens, he's getting back. He has a goal and he has his eyes on the prize and he's gonna fight for it. I can't say that for everybody else because they're not really talking about winning that crown. Only Gunther has the best promo of winning that crown. And that's why I'm convinced that he's the man. Frank, welcome aboard to the HHW Show podcast, the hard hitting wrestling show. What's your take? Who you think is going to win the match between Tama and Randy Orton?
Randy Orton's gonna win. I mean, I was before I knew you guys even went on. I saw the link. I went, oh my god, hold on, they're on. I gotta get on, right? And I'm listening to you guys talk about who's gonna help Randy Orton. If he's gonna have to recruit somebody, don't forget there's Kevin Owens out there. Now's the perfect time for Kevin Owens to come back after his injury. It's a thing.
No,
I
that's
believe so. But that's
yeah,
just
that's great.
one person, but we need more. Remember, there are now 4 people in the bloodline right now.
Well, maybe who knows?
Well, I take it back. There's 3, but Roman Reigns is not there.
So
But I
Roman
mean,
Reigns don't count. So you know what? They
you
could
got
do a
these two
small group fight.
tangling. Kevin Owens come out. He's still outnumbered. We need more bodies.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
a Jimmy. Maybe it's a Jay.
Oh, there you
Maybe
got a
it's
good point there, Jimmy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
you
so I can
know
see those odds evening up for SmackDown. I can see that. Or would it carry over to the premium live event? That is the biggest question there. But right now, we're all convinced that Randy Orton should win it. And we'll make our prediction later on to see who goes where here on the women's side of the house. We got Valkyrie, which was a surprise win to me. Um, I didn't think any NXT superstar just recently drafted could go as far as reaching the finals. But I think she is painting the bigger picture for everybody. She is the next future star on Raw. And I feel like she is that type of person might supersede Becky Lynch in the long run. Both of them from the same area, from Scotland. And she's awaiting for the winner between Bianca Belair and Nia Jax. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for Nia Jax. I think she's still she's so deserving to be a world champion. I like her comeback, but now I just got a gut feeling that I'm not changing my pick, but I just got a gut feeling that Bianca Belair is gonna get the spotlight.
I disagree
well,
because of what happened last week with Jay Cargill getting herself disqualified. I
Mhm.
think she's gonna screw Bianca, her own tag team partner, over because of
Mm.
emotions and get Nia Jax into the finals by another disqualification. See, to me, it's just protecting these women, Cargill and Bianca from being pinned. You see what I'm saying? So, what other way to get her into the finals is by disqualification? That's the other way. You
Mm.
see, so Carhill gets in emotions, get her feelings, screws a friend over. Nia's in there against Valkyria.
All right, Frank, what's your take?
I have to agree with Hector on that one. I was
Of
going down
course
that
you
way.
do. Of course you do.
What do you
Yeah,
mean, man?
yeah.
Look,
I can see
but
it a different angle. I can also see Bianca Belair winning, and Cargill is jealous because the fact that she was
that's not the way
persuaded
it's
to
gonna
use that
happen,
chair
man.
againd Nia Jax. You know what I mean? Like she'll
Hmm.
probably regret it.
No,
Like
man. Look,
that could have been
Cargill is
me, and that could also stir up a pot.
that's not gonna stir up that pot. That's not gonna be it. Cargill is running on pure emotions, all right? Because she lost,
That's what I'm talking about. Pure
okay?
emotion, the
And that is
emotion
where
of
she's gonna
jealousy that she's gonna be jealous of Bianca Belair should she become Queen of the Ring.
she's not jealous of Bianca Belair. She's upset that she lost. She's upset at the way that Nia Jax went at her. What else? I think her daughter was at the last match too.
Go
All
figure.
right.
We're bringing families there to witness something. We saw that with what's it, Sami Zayn. We've seen that
Hmm.
storyline beforehand with Chad Cable, and just seems like, well, if you bring your family, I'm gonna just embarrass you in front of your family.
You know,
Yeah.
if it is a long shot, and you're right that Bianca wins this match, I'm going to tell you right now, Valkyria will beat her
I don't
because
know.
yes,
I don't know.
Valkyria will beat her.
Why?
If
Because she beat Io Sky?
no, because if it is true that the winner gets a title shot, why not Valkyria take on Becky Lynch, who she looks up to, who's from the same area,
Mm-hmm.
go for that title? Bianca already has a title around her waist. She doesn't need to go after no other title.
But
That's
we
only
already
if
saw
Bianca wins.
that match, though. We saw that in NXT when
Okay,
she
let's
took
have
the
it again.
NXT championship away from her.
Let's do it again. Bianca
So
doesn't
what
need
about
another
the other
title.
side? Because we don't have an opponent for Bailey.
Well, that'd be Nia Jax. That'd be the only way that happens. But I'm just saying, if Bianca goes to the finals, Valkyria will beat her.
Hmm. So the question is, will they go for beauty
Or the Beast.
or the beast? There you go.
We don't know what I go for.
The beast.
Well, well,
Now,
what's your definition of what is your definition of beauty and beast in this situation?
Oh, well, according to Frank. Now my chuleta the better.
With some hot sauce?
Frank looking away. Come on, Frank. Come on back, dude. Come on
See,
back.
Frank just woke up from a nap,
Yeah,
so
oh,
he's not
he
all
was
there.
he was dreaming that chuletas, right?
I was dreaming. All right. I listen. I wake up. I see a text from Hector.
Mhm.
I'm like, at first I woke up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm late. And I'm
Uh,
looking around.
Late.
I'm like, I don't see an email. I don't see anything. And then I see Hector's
I'm like
text.
really, really late.
And then we're like, Obi's AWOL.
Mm.
He's a no call no show. Just making sure we're on the right page. And I'm like, all
Yo,
right,
I
well,
tell you what,
good.
I was doing my homework, and next thing you know, I'm like, let me check my phone. I'm like, oh, today's Thursday. Oh,
I think,
anyways,
I
that's
think
what's
Obi
up, though.
forgot what day we did the shows.
You're right. You're right. That's all me. But you know what, though? Hopefully, all the listeners are still tuning in and everything else because we got a lot in store here. We got a prediction show coming up, and big shout out to Mike, biggest supporter here in the HHW Show podcast. Um, he's talking about Beast. He's talking about Nia Jax. There you go. So
Mhm.
let's start with our prediction. You ready? Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring. Give me the two winners. We'll start with Frank.
You got Gunther on one side, you got Nia Jackson on the other.
All right, you got my picks. Good job, Frank. Hector, what you got?
I got the same too.
Ah, man.
You see,
I
Hector
remember
agreed with
you
me on this
guys.
one.
You guys had all kinds of different answers from the beginning when we first started this King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, and now you're jumping on my wagon. All right, I got y'all, man.
No, it's
I
that we
got
had
y'all.
more superstars to pick from. Now we only down to what, 3?
Well, from the very beginning, just remember, Those were my first two picks and never changed. So book it.
Why?
Wham, wham, wham. All right. Mike, you tuning in. Let us know what your predictions are. Everybody else, all the listeners, tell me who is the queen and who will be the king of the ring following the premium live event that's happening Saturday, which starts at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a great time to watch some wrestling. Woo! Man, I'm loving it. All right, we're moving on and we'll revisit that again. Um, Man, the stipulation changed. It was now
Man.
is not two belts. Now, what's his name? Logan Paul wants to add his own 5 cents in there and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you what, he's burning bridges.
Big
And it's
time.
not looking good with the general manager. I'm telling you that. Logan Paul is playing with fire right now. Okay. What does this mean? Is that Cody Rhodes will retain the World Universal Championship. That's all it means.
Yeah.
And I don't even see the hype in this match. And if anything, this should start off the match because this is not a main event match.
Mm-mm. Nope.
I
Start it.
don't know.
Let him start it off.
Let him
Be
start
done with
off,
it.
which is going to be pretty embarrassing if that happens. But
Paul,
then again,
Wait.
I mean,
Why is it embarrassing if it happens?
Roman Reigns has started a premium live event as a champion before too.
Don't you
I'm
realize
not going to
that?
forget that, huh?
But don't you realize that most people, when you look at these matches or the other or at the cards, they normally always remember the first match and the last match.
No, it depends.
So
'Cause
being the starter of a
There's
match,
some matches.
of,
There's some matches that steal the show. You can remember that too. So,
yes, but
um,
majority of the time you remember the first and the last.
well, no one really cares about this match. No
you
one's
know,
really hyping this up.
I
Honestly,
wanna see karma come to bite him in this match.
who?
Logan Paul. I want to see karma come at him because he gave Michael Cole his brass knuckles and said, "Here, you keep these. I don't need it." You know he's got a trick up his sleeve, but he's gonna forget that Michael Cole got those brass knuckles.
Or maybe he has another set.
Why
Yeah,
not just
well,
have Michael Gold give him his brass knuckles back?
no, he's
Why would you want to take his Brad Knuckles? That was been in his balls for so long, though.
those
So
are
he was
Honestly,
talking about Michael
ball.
Cole.
you see
Giving
how you
it
just
Cole
reach
like
it in there and
balls.
grab his, and I'm like, man, that's nasty.
So they're ball knuckles.
Ball knuckles. That's what they called, man. La bolitas.
I just think it's gonna be funny if Michael Cole helps Cody Rhodes in this situation. Hey,
Punches him in the face. Nah, not only him. It might be what's his name, his partner.
Uh-huh.
oh, that guy.
Pat McAfee.
That's if he's allowed to go to Saudi. I don't know.
Mm.
Probably. We'll
Why would he
see.
not be allowed to go?
All right, fair enough. So, but anyways, so we all unanimously we got Cody Rhodes in this. Let's move on. Now we got Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan.
I say they take the belt off of Becky and give it to Liv Morgan.
Not gonna happen in Saudi.
She's single
No.
now.
No, not in
What?
Saudi.
Would you say she's single now?
Yeah.
Who's single? Oh,
The
Liv
woman.
Morgan. Yeah. Well, she's always been single. It's just people
No.
speculated. She's been separated. I mean, she's been solo for a while.
What does it matter? Now she's officially with him.
So
See,
Mike
even Mike
says,
agrees.
Liv Morgan, she has been growing on me. Yeah, she's been growing on a lot of people. There's a lot of growing with Liv Morgan.
There's gonna be a lot of growing pains on this one. No, it's not Liv Morgan's time just yet.
The titles are not changing at Saudi Arabia. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. This is not happening.
Yet.
I think more frustration is going to happen. I'm still waiting for Liv Morgan to really go crazy.
Mm.
But there's always this conflict between Liv Morgan and Valkyrie that's more of a story than Morgan and Becky Lynch. I mean, how many times has Liv Morgan got to slap Valkyrie in the face?
As many times as it takes for her to snap.
I still got Becky Lynch. Frank?
That's the
You-
Liv Morgan.
All right, Hector.
Becky.
All right, and Mike over there says Liv Morgan. All right,
We got
fair
it.
enough. And lastly, the King and the Queen. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. The Intercontinental Championship, which again, I don't see this hype anymore. And that's the thing, is like that the prestigious of the belt for some odd reason kind of like faded away, in my opinion. But Sami Zayn, I still think he's going to retain the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, I agree. The title's not going anywhere.
Yep. It stays right there.
Mm-hmm. But I would love to see Bronson Reed win. I like that guy. I like his role. Chad Gable, on the other hand, the way he characterized himself, and we talked about it on our last segment, and our takeaway about Chad Gable is that the leadership and everything else is just not there,
Mhm.
right? And he's burning bridges. And even though, Mike, I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like the Academy going to interfere and turn on Chad. Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think the Otis is going to be the one to turn on Chad
Mm-hmm.
after he apologized to Sami Zayn for what he did. He realized his wrongdoing and is going to bite Chad. I think Chad is going to be at that moment where he's going to beg for help, and boom, it's going to slap him in the face.
Mhm.
But
I would-
to whose advantage? Would it be advantage for Reed or Sami Zayn? That's the
Mhm.
question there.
Yeah, I'd like to see a feud start with Otis and Chad. That'd be great.
I will love that one. Absolutely.
See the worm.
Mm. And you
Mm-hmm.
can't change a person, man. If that's his personality, let it be. You know what I mean? I mean,
Right.
that's part of his moves in the ring. And yet you're going to
Mhm.
change it up. It just don't make no sense. None
Yeah,
whatsoever. Well, there
definitely.
you have it. We've been agreeing a lot of all these matches, but is it that easy?
I think it's
I
becoming
think for
very predictable.
I think for this one it is, yeah.
Hmm. And then again, the stories that happen for the premium live event will carry over to the following month as the WWE heads down to Scotland.
Scotland, yes.
Yes, for
Clash of the
the
Castle.
Clash of the Castle. Yeah, and hopefully we'll get to see Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest for the world title. That's gonna be amazing. And which King? And that's another thing. That's why Gunther got to win. Gunther got to win so he can go there to the castle and don his king over there, his crown, and say he's the man.
Yeah. And
So
let
if
them
he
both
wins,
know.
he could be delayed too, because he could be overlooking at the match. Because if you say the king or queen will have a title match, that'll be something that'll be brewing for SummerSlam.
Yeah. I mean, he's already beaten McIntyre, so him and Priest would be a great matchup.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even sweating Drew McIntyre.
Damian Priest is going to be one Puerto Rican that never felt a slap like that before. He thought he got slapped by his mama. He going to wait to get the slap by Gunther. It's going to feel like 10 chanclas at one time. Across that chest. Shoot.
Frank is quiet, man. I think he understands those slaps.
They hurt, bro.
Well, look at that blanket behind him. It already slapped him in the face.
Oh,
That dolphin blanket back there.
look at that, man. That's some raggedy blanket there.
Yeah, he
It
probably.
is. I've had that flag over 20 some years.
What? What is it?
I've had
What
it
is
for like
it?
20 some years. Man,
He's mumbling. His sound is all. You'd be all right, man.
And it's been
You'll
longer than
be.
that since they won a Super Bowl, haven't it? Lord, I'm sorry, bro.
No,
you know what?
1972.
You know what? This is the wonders of me having controls.
And there you have it. They're all disappearing on us.
He booted himself out. What the hell?
No, actually, Obi booted me out. I was gonna boot Obi out too.
I could kick you out.
True.
Anyhow, listen, and recap of everything. It's going to be interesting to see SmackDown on Friday, and it's sad to say by 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time, they're already going to know who won.
Hmm.
So we're gonna get to see the replay. I'm not even paying attention to social media, so I hate those spoiler alerts because I don't want to be spoiled. I want to watch it live. Well,
Yeah.
watch it at the regular program show and just go with the flow on that one. But I am interested to see which direction. Another thing that we did not discuss is that the fact that Tiffy time, it wasn't her time. Now, I did talk to you guys last week about she did something on social media. I guess the voiceover said black bitch or something like that towards Jade Cargill and stuff like that. And could it be, that's the reason why she lost the match?
You know, if it is, they sure threw a big. They made it audible on this whole tournament. They sure did.
Because
That,
you got this thing with Bianca Belair with her knee problems now. And then that match the following on, did she still continue having that knee issue? And yes, she still won. But I was thinking maybe that was a good setup for Tiffy to win.
right, you're right. And it should have been
It
her and
was.
Cargill to go at it. It should have
Mhm.
been. But yeah, they sure had a quick backup plan to fix that situation.
Indeed.
Man.
Indeed. Just saying. So I still believe each brand is gonna have a crown.
Hmm.
But man, Valkyrie, man, she's looking solid.
She reminds me of Paige a little bit.
Yeah. Me too.
You know, the way
Yes.
she's coming in strong. I know Paige
Mhm.
won the title pretty quick against AJ Lee,
She
but
won her debut, she won the
yeah,
title.
yeah. But she reminds me of her a little bit. You know,
Mhm.
her coming in, winning titles in NXT, moving up to the roster real fast, and just proving herself pretty quickly. So yeah.
But see, the difference is that with Paige, when NXT, it was on the WWE network, right?
Hmm.
And so they really didn't have that much TV time. Not a lot of people actually knew Paige unless you
Right.
were dedicated to watching NXT.
Hmm.
And then you have this girl who's already been on the TV platform. You
Right.
know, people know her already. To come out here, at least her character hasn't changed. You know how
Right.
most people they cross over to the main roster, and then all of a sudden they're not like that same person, like Karen
Mhm.
Cross,
Oh
right?
God. Yep. First
Yeah,
one to come to
you know,
mind. Yep.
like you was beast mode. Now, like I didn't really need to hear you talk unless
Right.
it was those cinematic promos and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff, lot of stuff going on. But I got
Mm.
a lot more about Karen Cross next week as we continue on Thursday nights for the HHW Show podcast. But we'll save that for later. But that is our prediction here on the HHW Show podcast. Thank you for listening in. And once again, tune in because after the premium live event, I will go live and we'll discuss the recap of the King and Queen of the Ring PLE and what could be leading to the clash at the castle. God love some wrestling, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye. See ya.
Bye. See ya.
I know, right? Okay. Deuces, Frank.